It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. They'll play this one here in Los Angeles before the Lakers head back to the road. Last time they met was in Salt Lake City, Utah, where they fell to the Jazz. And boy, can they stave off the sweep here if they can find a way to pull a win off. Dropping another one would really hit the confidence level.
And the issues they had defensively, in part, I thought, was a huge factor. Really compounded, I think, because it was a road game for them.
Well, you know, they gave the crowd a bunch to cheer about. And when you do that, you put yourself in a really tough position trying to come away with the road win.
The starters for the Utah Jazz. The forwards are Hayward and Favors. Shelvin Mack is out there with Hood. And it's Gobert in at the 5 spot.
And guys, looking at Roy Hibbert, just a mountain of a man, listed these days at about 7'2", 290 pounds, with a wingspan of a pterodactyl. I mean, a true game changer inside when he's motivated and on his game.
And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Hayward kicks to Mack. Shoots from the baseline. Pass to Hood. Another miss by Utah. Here's Los Angeles now. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
And really, given how they performed offensively, guys, they just never had a chance.
Yeah, and you can see their frustration growing and growing as they continue to come up empty on their possessions. By the end, they were just happy to watch the clock wind down and move on.
Well, talking about Roy Hibbert, he doesn't just have size. He has a strong lower body, too. Very hard, and you know this, Clark. You worked for the organization. You saw it firsthand. Very hard to back that guy down in the post.
Yeah, and for years he's worked on ways to complement that size with improved training and footwork, even indulging in MMA one off season. Well, I tell you what, he'd be one scary super heavyweight if he went the full distance in MMA.
Agreed. 2 on the clock. Here's Kobe. Drills the baseline jumper. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Here's Mack. He's guarded by Russell. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. And we can look quickly at a group of rookies having a very good run, the top scoring first-year players in the NBA for the past 10 games. 5th is D'Angelo Russell.
Showing flashes of just explosive scoring ability. When called upon, he can put buckets up in a hurry.
Yeah, you know, he's really come into his own over the past couple of weeks. He looks like a veteran out there in terms of his confidence.
Offensive rebound. Here's Mack. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's at 73% this year at the foul line. Adequate, but not spectacular.
He's had trouble putting up the same numbers from the foul line that he put up last season.
Now here's Bryant. He's coming off a 13-point game against Oklahoma City. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but drew the foul, and he'll go to the line. Who has been a greater enigma than Roy Hibbert, a guy who can look like an all-star Clark one game and undrafted free agent the next?
Yeah, it's pretty amazing the kind of swings Roy has had. He's been really good at times. Sometimes he gets in his own way with overthinking things, but I think he's got everything he needs to be an upper-tier center, upper echelon center. Just has lacked consistency the last year or two.
Here's Mack. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Dallas. Favors the rebound by Kobe Bryant.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And that's out of bounds. The Lakers will retain possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Bass comes in for Roy Hibbert. And Larry Nance is subbed in for Randall. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Nance a screen on Hayward. Bryant drives in. Nance a screen. Just 5 to shoot. That is good.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Lyles. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. They set the pick. Here's Hayward, and he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. Hayward's got his first 2 points.
You can't give him that shot. A few open looks are all it takes to get him in the zone.
Nance a screen. Clarkson kicks to Nance. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Jazz trail by 5. Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Quinn Snyder. Doris, what do you have to say?
Well, fellas, they're undefeated so far in the season series, so nothing to worry about, right? Well, that's not his style. He said, quote, "You can never take any opponent for granted. They're a tough team, and in particular, their shot blocking inside can really give you problems. I expect us to play hard and play disciplined. Guys, we'll see if they can do that and sweep the series. Back to you."
All right, Doris, thank you. Taking on a defense like the one they're facing today has certainly got their attention.
You know, you have to watch film on them for a few minutes to see how sturdy they are defensively.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, no surprise they spent the bulk of their preparations getting their offensive game plan in place and ready to roll.
Here's Lyles, following the basket by Kobe Bryant. They set the screen, and Hayward gets it to go.
3 of 4 to start. Young fella came to play.
Lakers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Outside Bryant. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And he knocks down the first one. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 9 seconds left to play in the first. One second left. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
And that's a big bonus for him to end the quarter as he just beats the buzzer.
That's superb clock management there, maximizing every second of the clock in that situation. Well done.
You have to make adjustments. You try to figure out what you can and can't do, and you have to try to learn that pretty quickly and figure out how effective you can be. And so it's just about making adjustments.
Well, at Kobe's age, and with the 2 years worth of injuries, is coming back for him just a matter of Greg adjustments, or is that another way of saying he has to limit everyone's expectation, including his own?
You know what? When it comes to Kobe Bryant, history has shown that the normal rules just don't apply. I think it's the rest of the league that's going to have to adjust to a well-rested and still very lethal Black Mamba.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
They come out the gates here strong and put together just a solid first quarter.
A ton of good looks for him, Greg, on offense, and it's quality shots they're getting.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles, we've got Nance. Julius Randle is out there with Roy Hibbert. Then it's Williams. And it's Russell in at the point guard position.
You know, as I watched Derek Favors last season, he continued to develop his offense. He was a big, unpolished athlete coming into the league, had some conditioning problems, but now it seems like he's on track to be a force as a power forward.
Now, here is Russell. 11 points for him in that last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Hibbert with the screen. Outside Russell. Williams with a clean look. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. Talking about Derek Favors, his points per game average went up last season, as it has done in each of his 6 seasons in the league. He's an ascending player.
He is, definitely refined his moves down on the blocks, and he's also become much improved at passing out of the double team, averaging a career high in assists last season as well. The arrow is certainly pointing up for Mr. Favors.
So it's the Lakers now. To the left side wing. Russell with it. Now defended by Gobert. Russell against Gobert. Out to Nance. Shot clock at 6. The baseline J. Ingles with the rebound. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to Dallas.
And really lucky that they weren't blown out in that game, because I just thought the effort was lacking.
They just couldn't hit on anything that worked for them, no matter what approach they used.
The Jazz shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. A free throw drops for Gobert.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Kobe's checked in for Nance. And it's Jordan Clarkson in for Lou Williams. Ryan against Favors. Puts it up from 12. The kick out to Bryant. Second chance shot, and the basket for the fourth time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And former coach of the year, Byron Scott, now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
Mack, the pass to Favors. The feed to Hayward. Shot clock at 6. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Hayward's got 9.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
You know, there are those who wonder if Gordon Hayward can lead a team to the promised land. However, as just a sophomore, he led a non-powerhouse college to a championship game. So, in fact, they were just one basket away from winning it all.
Picked by Randall. Bryant drives in and stolen by Hood. Nato, he's covered by Clarkson. To the right side. Here's Hood, covered by Hibbert. Hood can't get it to go. Going back to Hayward, he took that buzzer-beating half-court shot, Clark, that would have won his score the championship. You actually called that game, and it did hit the backboard and rim, but unfortunately did not go in.
Well, Hayward's the kind of guy who's willing to put his team on his back and try to carry him. He's willing to take that responsibility on. Whether he can deliver at the highest level, time will tell.
There's the pick. Passes it to Booker. Out to Hayward. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Ryan against Hayward. And here's Kobe. 12 points for him. 5 to shoot. Ryan is double. Here's Hibbert, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Kobe doing a great job being a playmaker on that one.
Nato. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target.